Good, good. Welcome to Nairobi.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How does it feel to be in Nairobi the first time?
Well, it's home. It feels like being at home. So you don't feel anything less than excitement when you're at home.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why is this visit important for you today?
Well, we are coming to launch a Pan-African Institute, an institute that will be established all over the continent, because we have an interest in making sure that the continent becomes one. And this kind of initiatives are more than welcome, because the institute will not only be reduced to Africans only in Africa. The Africans in Brazil, the Africans in Caribbean, in America, in Europe, all over, they will be able to partake in the affairs of Africa. And therefore it is important that we bring our heads together and we establish an institution that will be able to harness and raise some of these issues at the level of the continent. So every small step towards unifying Africa is the most welcome step.
So what do we expect from your keynote speech?
Well, it will be said tomorrow. What is the point of saying a keynote speech here if I'm still going to speak tomorrow? Yes.
Just a quick word to young aspiring politicians in the country.
Well, they need to keep fighting, and the young people who are in politics, who are in parliament, they should always make sure that they fight against nepotism, against corruption, against the exclusion of young people from the table that makes decisions. And they should always be driven by the desire to create a better future for their country. So we are excited that young people in the continent are emerging, and they are showing their hands, and they are actively participating in politics of the continent. It is the youth of Africa who will be able to stop the decay of the continent. It is the youth of Africa who will protect the mineral resources of this country and the whole continent, and unify the continent, because the unity of Africa is what constitutes the future of all of us.
Your visit just comes when the king has left the country, and Kenya was colonized with the British. So what's your take on that?
Well, someone told me that it rained after that, so I'm happy that all of those sins that he left here were washed away by the rain. The British know what they did to the Kenyan people, and they have no business putting their foot here, except that they should pay reparations to the Kenyans, because that's the only way, and that's the only genuine apology will accept from the British. So we don't think that his visit is of any significance in the development of Kenya and the African continent, unless they are able to commit the pounds, trillions of pounds, to try and heal the deep wound that they've left in Kenya. So, and we are here to correct that mess, that if he left a message of colonialism and imperialism, we are here to undo the work that he did during his visit.
And lastly, if you look at Gaza, if you look at Palestine, that's a very hot issue happening in the world right now. What would you say about that?
Well, we are with the people of Palestine. We see the war in Palestine as not being a holy war. It's an evil war that has got an intention to wipe off a certain ethnic group, and the world is watching genocide being committed by Netanyahu. We have a duty to call on the ICC to issue the warrant of arrest against Netanyahu, because he did worse than what President Putin has done in Ukraine. Yet there is a warrant of arrest against President Putin for crimes not committed. So we are going to be putting more emphasis that the Israeli ambassadors everywhere in the continent, they must be chased away until the people of Gaza know peace. we in South Africa, we are beneficiaries of international solidarity, and we know what international solidarity can do. In as much as we preaching peace and lasting solution in Gaza, we should be worried ourselves of what is happening in DRC. Our people are dying in DRC because of other countries' temptations to expand territories in the DRC. Africans, black on black, killing each other. We ought to condemn that and say that we need to silence the guns and we need to find a solution, a lasting solution in what is happening in DRC, because apart from being a tribalistic ethnic battles, it is fueled by imperialists who are exploiting the resources of the DRC. So the people of DRC are deserving of peace the same way the people of Gaza and all over the oppressed world deserve peace.
Has the UN Security Council played a major role in...
They've not done anything. They've not done anything. They are flat-footed. They have no capacity. And you've seen that even the UN people who are sent to Gaza to go and intervene, they are being undermined. And it is because of how the UN is constituted, with America being a bully, which is not prepared to comply with the international law. America has got a duty to lead a peaceful ceasefire in Gaza. And for as long as America is not doing that, you can be guaranteed that there will not be peace in Gaza. So it is an American-sponsored war in Gaza that has seen Israel bombarding hospitals, refugee camps, and killing pregnant women and children. Thank you.